What on earth did Six Flags Entertainment Corporation just announce today? Basically, they took away a bunch of speculation for the 2026 season. We're going to go into everything that they talked about and give our opinions coming up in this video. Before we get into it, we'd like to say thank you for coming and joining us. If you're not a subscriber already, please subscribe if you enjoy roller coaster and amusement park content just like this. If you're already a subscriber, thank you for coming back. We appreciate all of you. I also like to take a minute to thank all our channel members. These people that you see on the screen, they help out the channel oh so much. And in return of their generosity, they get things like exclusive pictures, videos, shout outs. And also we talked about doing special shout outs in certain videos now. So we did a shout out for one of our channel members before. So now today we'll give a special shout out to Anne-Marie Marino, one of our longtime channel members and helps this channel out a ton. Always one of the first people to check out our videos, comment, do all that stuff, and helps us out so much. So appreciate Anne-Marie as usual. So there's our special little shout out. So if you want to get some special shout outs like that and all that exclusive content, then go down the link in the description and check out our channel membership. We have 2 tiers you can choose from, so check that out. All right, now let's get into this video. We have 9 different parks to talk about that Six Flags mentioned. So we're going to go over each one, give our opinions, and just stuff like that. So, all right, first up, we are going to link these 2 together. We have Carowinds and Canada's Wonderland, both getting water rides and attractions that they call record-breaking.
Throughout this whole thing, they kind of word the same thing multiple ways. So I don't know if there's a difference between what Carowinds and Canada's Wonderland are getting, or if just they're both getting rides. I don't know.
But we're not sure. Is this going to be something in the dry park? Something like, what, a Mac Power Splash or something? Or is this going to be a water, like, slide? Well, I guess a slide isn't really a ride. I guess a slide could be an attraction.
I mean, they're rides. You would call it a ride,
A water slide is a ride? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows what this could be?
Water coasters, because Kings Island is getting a water coaster in 2025.
Could definitely see that.
So that's in the same chain. So you could see maybe Carowinds getting...
I don't know what record they would break, though.
The most inner tubes that will fit into a water coaster or something like that. All right, moving on. We're going south of the border. We're going to Six Flags Mexico, where they were supposed to get Siren's Curse. That's going to Cedar Point now, Vekoma Tilt Coaster. But no, Six Flags said, nope, you're not getting that. Instead, you are getting a family boomerang coaster from Vekoma.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, you'd want a little bit more from that park. Six Flags hasn't given pretty much any investment in that park since Medusa, which was like 2012 or whatever. So it's been a while since that park has gotten anything good. And it definitely would have been nice if they would have got something. Obviously, they had a tilt coaster that was going to be there, but didn't work out. So hopefully they get something good in some time in one of these years.
And these family boomerangs, we rode a couple of them, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're good rides. They're definitely a good ride. It's just not something on the level of like Superman and
it's a family ride. So, but either way, let's move on. Let's go down to or out west to Knott's Berry Farm. They're going to receive a water park refresh and aesthetic enhancements. So that might be some paint or, I mean, it doesn't really say new rides or anything like that. So. Not really sure.
Water park, it'll probably just be rethemed, just make it all look better, whatever.
All right, moving over to Chicago, Six Flags Great America. They are getting, in 2025, a B&M dive coaster, but what are they getting in 2026? They are getting a 50th anniversary parades and shows and stuff like that. Basically, it's going to be their 50th anniversary, so they're going to be debuting a brand new kids area. So it looks like they're going to have some events, so maybe some parades. Six Flags Great America already does parades. It seems like every night or whatever. I'm not sure if it's every night, but they do parades, stuff like that. So probably be enhanced parades, shows, stuff like that. So should be a really fun year, party atmosphere all year at Great America. Now we're going down to Texas to Six Flags Over Texas. They're getting what they are calling a record-breaking dive coaster. Now, already in Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, they have Dr. Diabolical. It's already a dive coaster, a mini dive coaster. So I don't know what they mean by record-breaking dive coaster. That could mean height. That could mean inversions. That could mean just about anything.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're already getting Rakasha at Great America, and so that's going to be the record-breaking dive coaster for next year. So it'll either break
the record breaking is going to be from the steepest drop.
Yeah, so they might go for different records, like the tallest and fastest, or they might have an even steeper drop than 95 degrees.
And next up, we are going to the park that has created the most buzz and most talk in the past month or so. Six Flags Great Adventure just officially announced today that Kingda Ka and numerous other rides are going bye-bye. And what they say here is Six Flags Great Adventure in 2026 will unveil a record-breaking launch coaster. Now, the way that this particular thing is worded, unveil, I thought maybe it would be a 2027 ride, but you're saying that
Six Flags already said that this is it's gonna be new for 2026. So yeah, they're getting a record-breaking launch coaster in 2026 that will replace Kingda Ka and Green Lantern.
So we just did a video saying that we expected it to be something like a Giga. Now, I thought that a Giga would be the most marketable thing. I'm really intrigued on what they think they can do with this record-breaking launch coaster. And now we have Falcon's Flight coming to Six Flags Qiddiya in 2025. And that's going to be over 500 feet tall.
Yeah, it's going to have over like 650 feet. Obviously, it's not going to be the tallest and fastest and all that launch coaster.
Yeah, it's not beating Falcon's Flight.
Yeah, so it's going to... I don't know what records it's going to break. It'll break, I don't know, I don't know.
Most inversions on a launch coaster.
One of the big questions is what manufacturer this will be, because of course they don't like Intamin. They don't work with Intamin anymore. Zamperla, obviously, with Top Thrill 2, not in a good relationship with them. So like, who will they work with? They've worked with Vekoma a lot, so a Vekoma launch coaster could be possible. They've also worked with Premier a lot.
Alpenfury at Canada's Wonderland coming in 2025. It looks like it might be the best new coaster for 2025. It looks amazing. So that's a multi-launch coaster. So yeah, Premier's a possibility.
Yeah, and you're saying that a lot of people are thinking Premiers. So I don't know. Premier, maybe Mac, maybe Vekoma. I don't know.
Because they're working with all three of those companies right now.
You're right, yeah. So either one, they all make really good rides. So it should, whatever they go with, I think should be good.
Next up, we are going down to our second home park, Kings Island. And they are saying that they will introduce a new family thrill attraction. Now, it doesn't specify a coaster right here. But if it is a coaster, family coaster, I would expect it to go into that Vortex plot. And we keep bringing up Vekoma, but you got Big Bear Mountain down at Dollywood, and that thing has gotten rave reviews from pretty much everyone that's ridden it.
Yeah, so that would definitely be something. If it is a coaster, something like Big Bear Mountain is probably what it would be. But every single time they bring up that they're building a coaster, they always say coaster, 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 coaster. Kings Island, it just says Kings Island will introduce a new family thrill attraction. They don't say coaster. So you were saying that the building where Cavern of Terror is now was talked about?
Tower Topics brought up, like, they on Twitter, they showed a picture of the Cavern of Terror entrance and kind of like hinted that something might be going in there. I don't know. We've been saying for quite a while now that they need to use that building for something more than just a haunted house for like a couple months a year. So it would be amazing if they were able to put something in there, but they would be losing one of their haunted attractions. So not sure, but a family thrill attraction, it could be a flat ride, but they just got 2 new flat rides. They got Cargo Loco and Soul Spin not that long ago. So I would kind of lean away from the flat ride department.
Yeah, I think it has to be a coaster. I don't know.
I'm leaning coaster, even though they don't say coaster.
Yeah, I'm leaning coaster. Because, it's very weird that they don't say that, because they say it all the other times. But I think I'm definitely leaning family thrill coaster.
Yeah, so, and like we said, Vekoma is leading the way in our minds. B&M, they did a penguin trek down at SeaWorld Orlando, which is not getting rave reviews. People don't necessarily like it that much. So even though B&M is so high on their list and liked so much by Richard Zimmerman and Cedar Fair, now Six Flags, I don't see B&M getting a job like that. So Big Bear Mountain-esque Vekoma family launch coaster. Kings Island definitely needs another launch coaster, but they also need some inversions.
Yeah, they need a coaster with inversions, but I mean, they need, I don't know, they already have a family thrill launch coaster. They have Backlot Stunt Coaster.
Yeah.
They just got Snoopy's Soapbox Racers, which is a family Vekoma coaster. Yeah. So, I mean, they have plenty of family coasters, I think, in that park. I want to see another thrill coaster, especially in that vortex spot where there's so much room. They could build something really good there. They don't have any sort of really good, they don't have any sort of multi-launch coaster there. They have Flight of Fear, which is a launch coaster, and that goes upside down, but something better than Flight of Fear and a lot more newer, obviously, and you can make it a multi-launch. Something like that is definitely what I would want in that area, and they might not do that.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see. Attraction could go any direction.
It could be a coaster in a different area. Doubt it, but it is still technically possible.
Last but not least, we are going out west to Six Flags Magic Mountain, where they say they will debut a first-of-its-kind roller coaster in North America. So that means, obviously, it exists somewhere outside of North America. Where that is, we have no idea.
So just what could there be? And you brought up an S&S Access coaster, but you don't think that that's really good. I mean, S&S has been pretty unreliable with a lot of their stuff. So an Access coaster, it's a possibility. It's something that will exist in Saudi Arabia. They're building one, but it does not exist in North America yet. So it could be that. I'm leaning towards no, because it is S&S. You brought up a Mack Hypercoaster.
Yeah, I think a Mack Hypercoaster that has inversions or something.
Because those there are no Mack Hypercoasters in North America. Something like that, possibly. They already have a Hypercoaster with Goliath, but this can be definitely quite a bit different than that.
Oh, totally different experience.
Oh, yeah.
Where even the general public wouldn't look at the two and think, oh, they're the same ride. Why do I need to go on both? Especially if you have a huge vertical loop.
Yeah, a lot of those, because they'll have they have clones of the Mack Hypercoasters, and they have that giant vertical loop over the lift hill. So something like that, maybe those do take up a lot of space, and I don't know if they have that much space. I don't know. People are talking about a Giga Coaster going there. So if you fit a Giga Coaster in there, you can fit a Mack Hypercoaster.
We're not really sure what they could be thinking with this. A few different possibilities obviously come to mind, but that is it. This is huge news right here, because no chain has ever done anything like this before. They have never said, okay, in a year and a half, we're going to let you know what we're going to do in a year and a half from now.
Yeah, they'll do, because Six Flags used to do those announcement videos for the upcoming year. They would announce everything that they're getting at every park. But it wasn't like this, because this isn't a video, and this is a lot earlier.
It kind of took away some speculation and some future videos and some future fun and stuff like that, right? I
guess, yeah.
Or is this Six Flags saying, oh, you know what, we're upset with you for leaking that King Ka is...
they have to be happy that people knew about that, because, imagine if no one found out and they just closed in the middle of the year without anyone getting, any last rides or anything like that.
Yeah,
the way they handled that is still pretty bad.
Yeah.
And them getting rid of King Ka is definitely something that not a lot of people are going to be happy with at all.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, that is it. We went through every single park and what their additions are going to be for 2026.
This is definitely going to be a big year. 2026 is going to be a huge year for the Six Flags chain.
So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below. Those two things help against the YouTube algorithm and pushes this video and our channel out to as many people as possible. Helps us continue growing. So thank you for checking this video out, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Beach Cliff Studios. See ya.